Well, here we are, gathered in the digital agora, the virtual town square, or what passes for one these days. We're here to discuss what may be the most cheerfully depressing book ever written, Neil Postman's Amusing Ourselves to Death. It begins with a deliciously dark joke. Postman poses a question. Which dystopian prophet got it right? Orwell, who gave us 1984, the world of the boot stomping on the human face forever? Or Huxley, who gave us Brave New World, the world of the feelies, the orgy-porgy, and the centrifugal bumble puppy? The answer, Postman argues with grim finality, is Huxley. We were not to be broken by pain. We were to be sedated by pleasure. What Orwell feared were those who would ban books. Huxley feared that there would be no reason to ban a book, for there would be no one who wanted to read one. Orwell feared those who would deprive us of information. Huxley feared those who would give us so much that we would be reduced to passivity and egoism. Orwell feared a prison. Huxley feared a candy-coated casino. And we, my friends, didn't just check into the casino, we bought lifetime memberships and were thrilled about the complimentary drinks. The engine of Postman's entire argument is a simple, devastating phrase. The medium is the metaphor. Let us sit with that for a moment. The form of our communication, he argues, doesn't just deliver ideas, it structures them. It dictates what kind of thoughts are even possible. Consider the age of typography. The metaphor of the printed word is one of order, sequence, logic, and seriousness. It bred a culture that could and would listen to the Lincoln-Douglas debates for 7 hours. The mind in that age was a library. Then came the siren's call. Television. Television has achieved the status of metamedium, an instrument that directs not only our knowledge of the world, but our knowledge of how to know the world. And television's metaphor is not logic. It is entertainment. Its one non-negotiable commandment is, "Thou shalt not be boring." And so every serious vessel of culture that tried to sail on its electric waves had to be rebuilt for spectacle. Take the news. It can no longer be a sober bulletin. It must be a show. The music is the first clue. It has a theme song, and the theme song is intended to give us the impression that the news is not a series of random, discontinuous events, but a sustained narrative with a meaning we can grasp. It has a handsome anchor, a dramatic theme, and the most philosophically nihilistic phrase in the English language. And now, this. A phrase that tells you the preceding story of a war, a famine, a political crisis has no more weight than the commercial for a new car that follows it. It is all just content. It is all just amusement. And religion? It becomes televangelism. On television, religion, like everything else, is presented quite simply and without apology, as in entertainment. Everything that makes religion a historic, profound, and sacred human activity is stripped away. The quality of the prayer is less important than the quality of the production. The depth of faith is less important than the charisma of the performer. It is theology as a variety show. And education? It becomes Sesame Street. We now know that Sesame Street encourages children to love school only if school is like Sesame Street. It teaches that learning must be fast, frantic, and visually stimulating. That if something requires sustained, effortful thought, it is broken. The student becomes a viewer, and a viewer's only loyalty is to what is entertaining. In politics? Politics. This is where the joke becomes truly sublime. The television commercial is not at all about the character of products to be consumed. It is about the character of the consumers of products. And so the politician is no longer a leader of thought, but a product. Their policies are less important than their brand. Their arguments are less important than their likability. We don't vote for a platform. We buy in to an image. A political debate isn't a contest of ideas. It's a reality show where the winner is the one who delivers the most memorable soundbite, the sickest burn. We have become, as Postman so witheringly put it, a people amusing ourselves to death. And the final glorious, sarcastic twist of the knife is that we're not the victims of this system. We are its willing accomplices. We are not the audience, we are the product. Our attention is the commodity being sold. Our outrage, our laughter, our clicks, they are the raw material fed into the great churning engine of amusement. We were so terrified of the boot, we never saw the whoopee cushion. We were so vigilant against the one who would deprive us of information, we welcomed the one who would drown us in a sea of irrelevance. We have built a society where the most radical act is to be bored, to be quiet, to turn off the screen and pick up a book, to engage in a single, sustained, linear thought. But that's not entertaining, is it? So we won't. We will instead, with a smile on our faces and a device in our hands, continue our cheerful, well-informed, and spectacularly trivial march into the beautifully produced, perfectly soundtracked, and utterly meaningless void.